Hey Rachel, my name is Micah Collins, and today I'm going to show you the 3 things that you all can do today to help bring in more customers to your business every single month. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, the answer is that oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are simply too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who really isn't. Now, I've found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of those business owners at the end still raising their hands and saying, you know what, Micah, I like you. Why don't you do this for me? So if by the end of this video you liked what you've heard and you can see that I have a whole lot of tricks up my sleeve to help your business, just shoot me a message and we can chat. Or if you'd rather, you can just take these 3 things and do them yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. So now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. Okay, so the first thing I want to go over is your content. So content. Most business owners know that they need content, but don't know that the average length of the #1 result on Google for plumbing is 1,500 to 2,000 words. So for you to show up on the top of Google, you need at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. We look here, this is everything you see right here is content, right? You have about 1,000 words of content here on your website, which is not bad, but it's not ideal. Ideally, you would want to get about 500 more words of content there on your website. If we hop over to Half Moon Plumbing, they're dominating in the Owasso area mainly, kind of starting to trickle onto the Tulsa in general. But I did a run on them, and they have about 1,500 words to 2,000 words on their website, and it's quality content that people are looking for in the area. And here's another one of the competition you probably already know, Williams Plumbing and Drain here in Tulsa. And I want to point this out with them. They are targeting the keyword Tulsa plumbers and Tulsa plumber. Google reads it both ways. Tulsa plumber gets searched about 700 times every single month online. So I would suggest you target specifically that keyword more than you have already in your website right here. Now if we hop over here, on this little tool we call Ahrefs, it runs at about $200 to $300 a month, and it allows me to see behind the scenes of what your competition's doing. You can actually get it for yourself online. It's just on ahrefs.com. It allows you to look behind the scenes what's actually going on. We can see Williams Plumbing here is getting a whopping 1.8 thousand people on their website like clockwork every single month. You can imagine how many calls that translates to. If we hop over to you all, you're getting 27 people on your website every month. So a big difference. It's not to put you all down. You're doing great. Your website looks great, but to show you the potential that you're missing out on here. So you might be wondering, well, what is Williams Plumbing targeting that we aren't? Well, let's look right here on organic keywords. We can see exactly what they're targeting and how well they're targeting it. So if we look down here, here's the keyword. It says plumbers Tulsa. You see that? And then over here it says 700 search volume. That means it gets searched 700 times a month. And then their traffic from that one phrase is 182 on their website every single month on average, because they are on the 2nd position on Google. Same thing with Tulsa Plumber. Tulsa Plumbers, 350 volume with 135 traffic onto their website on the 2nd position. Tulsa Plumbers, 400 a month, 2nd position, and the list just goes on. If we hop over here and see what you are ranking for, you are ranking for some of the same keywords, but there's not the same power behind it, and we will get to the power in just a second. So Tulsa Plumber, you're ranking on the 2nd page, only getting 6 traffic a month. Plumbers Tulsa, you're only ranking on the 2nd to 3rd page, getting 3 people a month. Plumbers in Tulsa, 200 searches a month, 3 traffic on your website, 13th position, still on the 2nd page all the way down. This is not necessarily a keyword issue. Mainly, yes, getting the 1,500 words, that will help, but it is mainly a backlinking issue, and we will get to that in just a second. Now, plugging in the phrase plumbers Tulsa, which gets searched 700 times every single month, driving almost 200 traffic to to Williams Plumbing every month. If we hop down here, the first thing we see is the ads section. We can see Williams Plumbing, and Hendrick Heat and Air. These are okay. They're not bad if you optimize your website correctly. If you do not, then it will be a money pit, and you're at that point you're just donating money to Google, right? And nobody wants to do that. Statistically, only about 10 to 20% actually click on the ads. Yes, that means a good 80% skip past and go right here to the map pack or down to the organic. So stopping here at our second spot, this is the map pack, and this leads me to the second thing I wanted to speak with you about, and that is called citations. If we look here, you can see these 3 map pack, and a lot of business owners get confused with this because they just think, oh, I have to have 5,000, to beat Williams Plumbing, I have to have 5,000 reviews. Whenever that is not the case, you do not need 5,000 5-star reviews to be able to beat them at their own game. Spot On Plumbing has 1.8 thousand. They're a little bit under their acts of service. Still, reviews are necessary, but the true driving factor is what we call citations. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is a citation and why does it matter to get here? I'm glad you asked, because right here, this is Williams Plumbing Drain and Service, is the name, the address, and the phone number listed all across Google on all these different directories, or we call citations. You might be aware of some. For instance, the BBB, Bing, Yelp, Merchant Circle, Switchboard, Yellow Book, Matchpoint, Yellow USA, Hot Frog, Yahoo Local, Local.com, and the list just goes on, hundreds and hundreds of them. So now you might be wondering, how do I get these, man? Well, we use a tool called Majestic or Bright Local. You can, whichever one fits your budget the best. And we can see behind the scenes what Williams Plumbing and Drain has gotten, and we can get the exact same ones that every single one that they have, and even get more than they have to ensure that you beat them. How this works is that Google sees those as votes in your favor of confidence, to prove that you're not a fly-by-night. You're not just some random Joe trying to do a plumbing business. You are the authority plumbing in the Tulsa area. And that is why you want all the citations to show Google that you are the trustworthy ones, you are the pros in the area, and that will 100% push you above the competition here in the map pack. Now let's talk about the third thing I wanted to go over with you today, which is called backlinks. And this third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So when we search for plumbers Tulsa, and we scroll down past the map pack, which 30 to 40% of people do, you can see that your result is not number 1. In fact, it isn't on the first page. This is where you want to be. And the reason why is because 30 to 40% click on these first 3 positions. That's a big number, right? And to get here, you need authority. And to get that authority, you need backlinks. Backlink is like, think of it as like when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this: if site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice, kind of like a vote of confidence or power passing in Google's eyes. It's passing the authority to you. The more relevant the site that points to you, the more valuable that link is. So let me give you an example. If a local blog or industry site linking back to you, then that's awesome. But if you're a plumber and you just got a backlink from Pizza Hut linking to you, that's not so great, because let's be honest, you do not sell pepperoni. So here's your site, and this is really where the rubber meets the road. You have 46 backlinks. It's not bad, but it's not dominant, and it is reflected by your 27 traffic a month. If we hop over to Williams Plumbing, you can see that they have 366 backlinks, and they have 1.8 thousand people on their website every single month. You can see the gap right there, the potential that you have if you just add these backlinks. It's really amazing. Alright, Rachel, I hope you can see by now that getting you all to the top, it's not magic, it's a method. And I've shown you that method here today. So once again, we went over number 1 was content, right? Getting you that 1,500 words is most optimal. It's not a deal breaker, but it would really help. And changing that headline a little bit to more searched key terms. Number 2 was citations. And we went over that you need at least about 200 to 300 of those citations or local directories to beat out Williams Plumbing and Drain online here in Tulsa. And number 3 was backlinks. And you need more relevant sites pointing to you guys to show Google that you all are the authority here in Tulsa. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google, hands down. So I bet you're wondering, well, what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do it on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most fast and effective route, you can just give me a call at 918-260-1694. Again, my name is Micah Collins, and that's 918-260-1694. I look forward to hearing from you and hope you have a good one.